I just don't understand what's going on with YouTube Live. Now I have to get back on here and like make another live. I just don't get it. Hello, everybody. Again, we're moving to a different location. Hello, hello. That is so true. Why does this keep happening? This is the third time where I make a link and we schedule it and then we go on it and then it gets cut off and then I have to do it all over again and then we lose everybody that was. What is going on? So not okay, so unacceptable. And the thing is like, how do I even like post this now? Because people want to see it and it's like all chopped up. It makes no sense. But we're back. We're back though. It is back now, but I think we lost the footage earlier, but it's okay. Does Instagram work better? Yes, Instagram works better, but we're trying to do this YouTube thing, and it's just not, we need YouTube to catch up. And I promised you guys to do this on YouTube, so I don't want to like keep moving you guys from one place to the other. Okay, back to my questions. What was I talking about? I was talking about the textures and the patterns on furs. So I was saying that bobcat is really that exotic, beautiful fur. Every time I wear it, I just feel so exotic. It just has this beautiful look to it. And it's also very multi-seasonal use. You could wear it summer, winter, spring. And because it's a cape, you could wear it with either like thermal leggings and pants and like all dressed up for winter, or you could wear it with a simple dress underneath. So you could really play up with the piece. And that's why I love versatile pieces like that. I love you guys. First stream excited about fur. Always excited about fur. So what I have over here is my very first fur piece. I love Lynx. I think Lynx has a very lovely, lovely vibe to it. Like it's just so unmatched. It's very luxurious. And I'm gonna show you guys something that's very special to me. It's very special. Can you guess? I want you to think about it for a second. It's a stole, very special. It was actually a gift from one of you. Good afternoon, most beautiful fur goddess on this Saturday. I am doing amazing. How are you doing? And more amazing with this delicious, beautiful, amazing white fox stole. And the beauty about this is that it is double-sided. If you've seen my latest YouTube video, you'd know about it. So, how I like to wear it? Super lovely, super lovely. And you really feel fur double-sided all over you. So yeah, that's one of my favorite pieces here too. So an hour ago, Lynx was my favorite, now Fox is my favorite. And then you have like this little, can clip it together. There we go. So you could wear it as you like. You just gave me an idea. What idea did I give you? I feel like if you're trying to buy real fur for your partner for the first time, I would highly, highly recommend not to start with a coat right on, to start with a stole or a scarf or a piece like this, because it will always have its presence and something that she could wear on so many different occasions. Like every special occasion, she will reach out for the fur. And if she's a girl that likes to dress up and is not afraid to kind of be glamorous every once in a while, like she could wear this in her everyday life. So that's why I always find like if you're buying a gift for your partner, definitely start with like pieces like this. That was my very first piece. Like that's really what got me into real fur is every time I wore my Canadian lynx stole, it was always like, wow, this is really nice. This is so fancy. And then when the time comes and I started wearing my coats, I was kind of already prepared and I've been used to this special feeling. Okay. Let's see the questions. If you could turn back time, would you go back to the 80s to model all the voluminous furs like Crystal Fox? That was prime time for massive furs. I still want to model all of these voluminous furs. I would love more than anything to be the model for this trend to come back. 100 million%. And I don't really like the word trend. I like for it to be timeless. Like, I want this to be the standard for every winter. Every winter, everybody's pulling out these coats. That's what I want to see. Um, the next question, are you still planning a trip to Castoria? Listen, I have been working overtime to make this happen. Besides Greece, I don't know if you guys remember, but one of my latest YouTube videos about the ban on Etsy when it comes to real fur. I had so much response from all over the world that it quickly became very overwhelming. And I'm like, okay, Fur Goddess, you need to have a very specific action plan on how you're going to do this. And visiting Greece is very high on the list. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'm working so hard to make this happen. And I really do believe this community deserves to have a platform where, first of all, you guys know who these people are, who's making these furs, where does it come from, how is it made. Like, I want it to be so storytelling based. It's not just a website that you go on and you see furs. No, like, I want it to be very intentional. And I want the people who make it, this beautiful craftsmanship, to be highlighted. That's what was missing in all of these other platforms. And I truly, truly, truly believe if people know the craftsmanship of these beautiful pieces and why you should invest into it, people will start to believe in real fur. Like, I don't want to walk into this like it's a business and like, let's make business. No, that's not what I'm doing here. So, Castoria, she's up there. Okay. Uh, Next question. What other materials or textures do you enjoy? I enjoy very high quality leather. I love this brand in Paris called Je Trois. It's a very luxurious brand and it's very different. So they use very high quality calf leather and they make the most amazing leather pants you will ever try in your life. It is so thin and so like second skin. It's not lined, so you really feel the natural leather on your skin, and it just shapes your body in the most beautiful way. So for me, like besides fur, real leather, very well made leather, I love that more than anything. I find that so, so, so beautiful on again, both men and women. So yeah, I'm a real fur, real leather all the way. Okay. Next question. Off topic, did you make the graphics in your latest video by yourself? They looked really good. Somebody finally noticed. Somebody finally noticed. You guys, I I've been spending hours editing these videos. Like, it was like what, an 8-minute video? It was probably like, if I count all the hours that I spent editing it, like 50 hours, 60 hours. It takes a lot. And like, obviously in the beginning you have to build like the template, like what's the colors, what's the fonts, and then from there it just becomes like, okay, this is the template, this is my branding, and that's what I'm going to go with. But it's all on me. I don't have a team, I don't have an editor, I don't have anybody helping me with anything. So the fact that you noticed, it's like you saw right through me. So yes, thank you. The question after that, I just picked up a vintage mink stole from secondhand shop for $6, mint condition. Did you do the testing? Did you test if it's real? If it's not real? Did you test it out? Are you sure it's real? Because it could 100% be real fur for $6. A lot of these vintage stores, they don't know. They can't tell fur from fake from real. So a real fur piece could definitely be $6. And a fake piece could be also $600. So the price is not a range to judge real or fake. Also, did you manage to listen to my voice note that I sent you about my idea? Yes, I did. And I think I responded. Can't recall if I did or not. I'll double check on this later. I get so many messages, and I'm the kind of person that I think I got back to you, but actually I didn't, but I mentally did. Okay. This white stole will be nice with her dress. Ah, I love it. Your white fur with black fur would look perfect with the outfit on. What type of outfit on? Is it my kind of outfit right now? Trying to get a job so I can get me a fur coat because I have never worn fur before. This is the beauty about fur, you guys, is I get so many people who are young and they tell me, I really want to get into fur. I want to start. Are we back here again? Once again, I got cut off, but I think I'm back to where I picked up from. Somebody confirm this. Okay, we're back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for sticking it out with all the YouTube technical difficulties. What was I saying? I was saying something and completely caught off guard. Yeah, I was saying about how so many younger audience, they watch my content and they tell me, hey, like, I would like to buy fur. I would like to buy a beautiful fur coat. What do you think should be my first piece? What do you think is the right budget? And obviously, like, if you're looking at a certain type of quality and you're looking at a very specific design, it's not always going to be this catch at a vintage store. Like there are stories that you could find an amazing jacket at like literally $10. I have heard that. Like you could. But it's also not as common. It's a lot more common that you're going to have to really look for the piece that you're looking for. And at the same time, understand that it is an investment. Like a lot of the fur pieces that I have, some were that catch pieces that I have, and a lot of them were like, no, I did actually invest to buy it. And you have to see it in a perspective of, I'm going to be wearing this every single spring, every single time it's cold, every single snow season. I am in this fur piece. So it's the idea of you're conscious of what you're consuming because you know the investment it took to buy it. And so instead of like buying these random cheap jackets from Zara and Shein, you're actually investing into this quality piece. So I really love when I see young audience watching my content and reaching out for me. With that being said, it also makes me work 3 times harder to build this platform and to build real relationships between buyers and sellers for real fur. I wanted to make it easy for people to connect and for people to find these pieces and to always guarantee, like, if there's one policy, 100%, like, I know I'm at a very early stage right now, but my number one policy is that it is real fur. And if it's not real fur, fully refundable. You return it fully refundable. Like that is the number one policy for the platform is real fur only. So rest assured when you go on that platform, you're not gonna see fake. That's where I stand. Any thoughts on visiting Greece to tour the fur boutiques there? This was a question that was there earlier. 100%. I believe Greece, and historically it's true, they've always had the best fur craftsmanship. And what's really beautiful is it's literally communities that this is the craftsmanship that they do. And it's really like passed on from family to family, from a mother to her daughter. And I think it's so beautiful and definitely something to be honored and shared, and I definitely want to go there and film all the content for you guys. I literally want to sit down with these people and I'm like, okay, we got the espresso shot over here, we got the mic, we got the camera. Let's talk. We need to talk. How did you get into fur? How do you make fur? Why do you make fur? Who's the team? Where do you guys do it? Like, I want to showcase all of this that was never showcased before. Like, literally sit down. Let's do this. So definitely very high on my to-do list. What videos project are you planning on doing next? Mm. Um, so I have been posting a lot of videos for you guys, and I do have it in my schedule to keep posting two long form every week, sometimes one, but I aim for two. And this spring, I want to do content on taking care of your furs. Because yes, it is an investment when you buy fur, but you also have to take good care of it. It's not a piece that you just go and you dump it on the floor or you just put it wherever. No. So there are ways where you could take care of it and all of that. So that's kind of the content that I'm working on for the next few weeks, especially now because it is the season to put your furs into the vault. And I am in contact with a specific person where I put my furs with them in their vault and they also repair and clean them out. So you'll have some fun content never seen before on the behind the scenes and the reality of having beautiful fur pieces. What do you think about a fur cat suit overall? I have never had that. I think that'd be really fun. Why not? Why not? Can I gift you a fur coat? Yeah. Yes, you can. It's like, did you think I was gonna say no? um, yeah, I'm too honest. It's my love language, you guys. Actually, what I have right now was a gift. So this live situation is something else. Do you have more men or women on your channel? How much of future content will look into the power elements of women wearing fur? That's actually a very interesting question you ask, and you're very intentional. Like, Michael, you sent this question, you know what you're asking about. I initially when I first started, for some reason it was like 80% men viewers. 80%. And slowly it's becoming more equal, but men still being the majority on my channel, which I find so interesting because I don't think I post for men specifically. I always thought I was posting more for women. It's mostly women that are consuming this kind of fashion content, but for some reason, it's mostly men. And for some reason, the messages that I've always received since the day I started posting content about fur was young men and men my age and men older than me, where they ask me, I want to wear real fur, and you motivate me to wear real fur in public, which I find very interesting because it was not initially like my intended audience. Like, that's not what I was thinking about when I was posting and making this content. But over time, I just got to learn that this is my audience, and I find that really inspiring and really beautiful, and it's something that is unheard of, like, in the fashion world and fashion creators, it's mostly a women audience. So, for the fact that it's male audience, and it's also in a very respectful way and a very like, there's a sort of closeness that I can't explain, like, they couldn't reach out to anybody else but me, so the fact that I'm seen as this safe space for men to be vulnerable and message me like that, I find that very special, and I feel like because of that, for some reason, like, I want to lean into making more content for my audience, but at the same time, it's like should I go there? Should I listen to the audience and like actually make this content? Or do I lean into making more women content? Like, I'm not, you tell me, you tell me. I want to hear it from you guys because it was really the trend that I'm seeing a lot in my comments, a lot in my messages is mostly men. But I want to know, like, I want to know. Okay. Well, I give you guys time because there's a delay in messages for some reason. Can you show us some of your fur pieces? Well, I'm showing you what I'm currently wearing. And for this specific season, I mean, we are in May now, which is crazy. Time is flying. I feel like January was 3 weeks ago. So this is kind of my pieces that I wear now mostly. Today is a very nice warm day. It's like 19 degrees Celsius out, so it doesn't make sense to wear Silver Fox, massive one right now. So I'm wearing my stole pieces, accessory pieces, stole pieces. That's kind of what's in right now. Okay. Um Back to the male audience. So somebody said Michael, my friend, he said, absolutely. Jack says, balance the books. Some content leans more to men and some more to women. I think a balance is crucial for sure. Um, but at the same time, I feel like as a creator, what makes your content is your audience. And I feel like I have at some point to like look around and be like, okay, who's watching my content? And like, why do I keep seeing this trend? So I obviously want to continue making valuable content for the audience. More men want to see your fur pieces. What do you what do you hoping that more women gather and look at women's fur clothing line? Men are here to support you and your pieces until women come in. That was actually so cute to read. That was so cute. Um, it's kind of interesting. It's really interesting. I also read, I don't know if it's true, but there are creators that make for the male gaze and there are creators for the women gaze. And it's not like I'm intentionally doing for the male gaze or the female gaze, but I find like creators that have a lot of female audience, they tend to post more, how can I say, like unfiltered, more unfiltered content. So they're not exactly like the most polished or the most polished hair or like the most like education driven. It's more emotionally driven content. Whereas the male gaze, it's more, I don't want to say more factual, but it's more like I have a message and my message is real fur. And I wear real fur because it's sustainable. So men are more drawn to that message rather than women because women are like I'm not really exactly connected to that. Some women are, but for the majority it's not really like okay, I connect with that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, maybe it goes back to psychology that men are more factual and more drawn to books and history and like that kind of knowledge of fashion. And the men who are interested in wearing real fur, like they're very connected to that, very connected to the biology and the hunting world. So when they see a woman wearing it and like also giving that safe space, I don't know, I'm very niche, as they say. Oh, for sure, include men in fur wears. They look incredible. I love seeing men in furs. Okay, that's one thing for sure. My partner wears furs all the time and big voluminous ones too. We're not shy around here. Why does your partner not wear fur on your live? Guys, my partner is out of this. Social media is very different. It's a very different kind of work. So when you do share your life, as I do feel like certain things should not be on display. And I do believe comments and certain perceptions and like 10 seconds of what you see between two people is not a representation of the many hours that goes on behind the scene. So I just feel like it's best to put personal life out of the picture and just really focus on the content and the message. Like I don't want that to be the content. Like that's not the content. That's actually my life, my partnership. So yeah, it's just kind of separating that. And I know if we probably did content together and if you guys meet him and see his unconventional, like his next level confidence, I think a lot of men would be very intrigued to listen to that. He has a very bold stance on it, and he's very like he doesn't care. Like he would wear furs that a lot of men would think maybe that's feminine or it's a bit too much. And he's the kind of person that would like, okay, you think that? Well, I'm gonna wear that now. Like cool. So yeah. Um there's a lot of content to make regardless of audience gender. I agree. I agree. For sure. But at the same time, men and women consume content differently and they view fur differently. So it's just, I think a balance is always nice. Jack Williams again. What you're doing content wise is more unisex natural. More often than not, both men and women will watch this kind of content, especially your message of unity and support. I agree. I love that. I love that. And I would like to see you wearing a full length sable or silver fox hooded coat. Sable is on my list for sure. Sable is something else. Sable to me is like high quality, next level, lightweight mink. If I put it in very simple words, like that's sable. It's super soft and super warm, but also very lightweight. Very luxurious. It's like the kings of furs for a reason. Do you like chinchilla furs? Of course I do. Who doesn't? Who does not like chinchilla furs? I would like to meet them. Please. Um, are you still planning your trip to Greece? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And if you're in Greece, send me list of places, restaurants, shops, things I have to do, send them to me. So I add it in my trip plan. What are some of your hobbies outside social media and fashion? Exercise. Exercise, healthy lifestyle is pretty much my entire personality. Like outside content and outside all of this, you will probably catch me reading a book that's very psychologically, philosophically driven. I am such a nerd and I love to exercise. Oh my God. I spend my free time exercising all the time. Like if I'm not exercising, I'm recovering from some intense workout. I just find it so magical and so healing that you could feel so much stress and so much anxiety, and the moment you start working out, there's some chemicals that get released in your brain that is so magical. And I always advocate for everybody like movement is healing, movement is the best cure to everything. You're feeling anxious, work out. You're feeling depressed, work out. Lack of sunlight, I know in the wintertime it gets very dark at times, work out. Like I am so obsessed with exercise and just living this balanced lifestyle. That's what I do. Outside hobbies and hiking. Oh my God, I love hiking. I picked up hiking a few months ago and I'm just obsessed. I love hiking, I love scuba diving, I love skiing. I'm telling you, fitness, you're gonna watch me. That's all I do. Let's see. Let me scroll up a little bit. You are right. Thank you. Have you seen a long video of fur shopping in Castoria? I have not seen long videos of people shopping a fur in Castoria. Is there? Tag me in there. I would love to see it. Or creators that have been to Greece and they showcase Greece and the fur craftsmanship there. Motion is lotion. I agree. Michael, I agree with you. Hey Nora, thank you for all you do. Thanks to your motivation, I got my first fur coat 3 days ago. This is music to my ears. This is what I love to hear. I am so, so, so happy for you. You must be so excited. Please wear that unapologetically. Unapologetically. From Russia with Love, Andrew, postgraduate student in ecology. Andrew, I bet you look so amazing in this beautiful raccoon fur. Continue wearing it, wear it and wear it and wear it. Take good care of it, and let's see pictures. I want to see you in that fur. I want to see that fur. Send it to me. Are you, what is this question? Are international fur traditions, example, traditional fur clothes in Mongolia, something you'd be interested in making videos about? 100 million% yes. Absolutely. I love to learn about cultures that still use traditional ways of honoring and wearing fur. And it's something I approach with a lot of respect. And I never want to speak on behalf of anyone or any culture or advocate for anything in particular, but rather I'm just very curious and I'm very driven to learn like what is the message? Like what is the feeling that comes out of it? I love the sense of community and unity it brings. So, yeah, for sure. Definitely something to add to my list of videos. You guys are making me work overtime here. I'm going to be making content nonstop. I'll pass the link. Please do. Please do. Do you have any chinchilla fur? Once again, this is like the sixth time I get questioned about chinchilla. You guys love chinchilla. You guys really love chinchilla. I love chinchilla too. And I do not have any chinchilla pieces at the moment. And this should say a lot about how I approach buying fur. I don't buy pieces just because they're nice, and I don't buy fur just because I like it. I like to really feel that it is for me and it is something that I will wear on repeat. I like to have that story, that connection with the fur piece. So I don't believe in overconsumption and just having all types of fur just because. And this is coming from a content creator. Like I use these pieces not only to wear them, but to make content out of it. And I don't have all the fur types. So I have not yet met my chinchilla lover, but one day I will. And when that day comes, you'll see me in that fur piece and you're going to say, yeah, that's the chinchilla for her. That was the piece for her. So, yeah. Um, okay, let's see. Second question. Hello, I wanted to ask you a question. I recently bought a silver fox fur coat. I'm a man, but I hesitate to wear it at work because I think my colleagues would laugh at me. What do you think? I would laugh at them, to be honest. I would laugh at them because they don't have the audacity and the courage and the bravery to be real in this world of fake. So I would laugh at them, to be honest. And I feel like, okay, let's put this into a situation. Okay, so let's say you bought this beautiful silver fox, right? How does it make you feel? How do you feel when you wear it? Do you look at yourself in the mirror before you go out and you're like, I look good? This is in my values. This is what I believe in. And it keeps me warm. It keeps me aligned with who I am and my values. And I'm wearing something that would outlive this style and all of these trends. And when you leave your house and you look around, you're going to see that most people dress the same way. Most people are wearing the same jacket, the same outfit, and you're there in your silver fox. So in that moment, do you look at yourself and you think like, "Oh, like am I out of place? Am I different? Oh, like, am I doing something weird?" No, you stand out. You stand out in a room full of everybody that dresses the same and wants to conform. You are dressing differently, which means you are unique, you are special, and you are aligned with who you are. And so if somebody was to say something or like, oh, ha, he, you will simply say, you know what? This is what I believe in. This is what I'm wearing. What are you wearing? How long would that jacket live for? Is it gonna live in your closet for many years and something you could pass down, or is it gonna last for hundreds of years in a landfill? So that's really the mindset that you should have. And like just being unapologetic, you also don't have to explain the story of fur and explain the history and why you're doing it. You don't have to explain any of your decisions and any of your values to anybody. It is simply a piece of clothing that you love and you wear it and you cherish it. And if they laugh at you, make sure you laugh back at them. As simple as that. Okay. Um, are you supporter? Okay, let's see. Are you a supporter of the fur word community? I'm a supporter of people who choose to be in a good mood. If you choose to do what makes you happy and it makes you feel good, I think that's the most important decision you'll ever make is to always be in a good mood. So I'm a supporter of people who want to be in a good mood. As simple as that. So we'll put it that way. Search shopping at Castoria. Okay, I'll take a screenshot of this. So I'll watch this later. Okay. I do like chinchilla, but I've heard that it's very fragile. It is true. It is very, very delicate fur. And it's not the type of fur that you wear every single day. It's very delicate. It's more delicate than most furs. Like it is the most delicate fur, actually. I'm a broad-shouldered guy, so unless it's a massive fur, I fear I would damage the chinchilla quickly. It's not about what shoulder, what body type, like that's not the question here. Chinchilla is the most fragile fur out there and it's to be handled. It's not a fur piece that you wear every day, and it's also not a fur piece you wear in very harsh winters and harsh climates. Like it's something that you wear once in a while and you take good care of it. Have you ever regretted not buying a fur item? There isn't a piece that comes to my mind, so that means I don't have an item I regret not buying. Um, I'm also not a regret type of person. I always like I really live life by if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. So if I did not buy it in the moment, then it was really not meant to be. So yeah, I don't feel regret. There's no regret. My apologies. I have to leave. Thank you for being here. Dear Nora, could you check mail I sent you when you have time, of course? Definitely, 100%. I check my mail all the time. One more thing, the video is from, okay, let me take another screenshot of this so I make sure I have the right video. All right, well, I will take last few questions, last few moments here. But all in all, I want to say I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I know I make very specific content and I have a very specific hobby for real materials. And it's really just love and passion for this community. And I'm so honored and so grateful to be the leader here in a way. Even though I don't feel like I'm exactly like a leader, I feel like everybody here brings something so beautiful to the table and we have such amazing conversations together. I love reading your messages. I love reading your stories. I love reading your experiences and always want to be this inspiring little dose of wear what you want, do what you want. And you know what? If someone's gonna laugh at you, you laugh at them too. As simple as that. You laugh at them and move on. Just move on. Um, if it's even better, just ignore. Just ignore. It's just the way it is. So, okay, one last question. Have you ever tried wearing more than one piece in one go for layering just to experiment? Hmm. Yes. So you know how I have my silver fox vest and I have my I call it more like my spring silver fox because it's more like bits and pieces. It's not a full coat. I've worn them both on top of each other and it looks so cool because they're so similar. And so when I take off my jacket, you see the fur vest underneath. So I think that is very cool. And it's something to be actually worn in this weather because Canada right now, we're in that transition winter spring. So some days are colder than others. Actually, no, let me rephrase. Some hours are colder than others. So when it gets colder, you put on the jacket, gets warmer, take off the jacket, and you're still your silver fox. Okay, one last question. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be? Um, ooh, I would tell her, listen, girl, you are doing so well.